Starmen Podcast.
Hello and welcome to a Starmen Just Watched. I'm again Devin, with me is Billy.
Woo!
And guys, for our first cartoon animated movie, we can't say animated because we did the Addams Family.
Yeah, that was CGI animated, so.
And I guess for the Aladdin and Lion King, those are also technically animated with CGI.
Well, CGI. Yeah.
Lion King for sure was all CGI.
Oh, yes.
Anyways, off topic.
Yes.
But our first cartoon movie was Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the Speed Demon.
Yeah.
And oh boy, this was a movie. So, if you like Scooby-Doo, if you like the WWE, if you just like cars, if you're a small kid, you might get some enjoyment out of this movie. Otherwise, bugger off and go somewhere else.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that one. It's person
It's really a niche,
like taste.
yeah, well, a niche market, we'll say.
There you go.
But, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie, this was a fun movie to kind of watch through.
Yeah.
And you would think Scooby-Doo with wrestlers doesn't really work out, but this is the second movie.
Second Scooby-Doo movie, and I think fourth, or all with Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, WWE does a lot of work for the Hanna-Barbera characters for
yeah,
various reasons.
yeah, like they've done 2 Scooby-Doo, 1 with Flintstones, and 1 with the Jetsons.
Yeah. So, looks like they have a deal going on or something.
Oh yeah, no, they struck because they did something to deal with Warner Media, whatever.
Anyways, so let's just get the premise out of the way. Scooby and the gang are attending the WrestleMania's first motocross madness.
Yeah, and motocross madness race,
Yeah.
and like they're working there like with the food truck.
Yeah. So Shaggy and Scooby get a job working at a food truck.
Well, it's actually their food truck, I think.
Well, it's, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
No, it's Vince McMahon's. Because they say when they're taking the food out of the truck, so we're taking your food for a walk.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. So it is sponsored by Vince McMahon, but I think that's a payment for a previous movie.
Yeah.
So there is a few times where you're like, you should have watched the first Scooby-Doo wrestling one.
Yeah, because when they call it Skin Man and Deadbeat.
Yeah.
That's reference what they were nicknamed in the first one.
Yeah. So, just, you can get for the movie fine if you didn't watch the first one, but it does add a bit of flavor.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are running a stand truck for the motocross madness. They're big fans of The Undertaker, who is one of the participants.
Yeah.
And they're at this raceway, which is haunted because of a racer who crashed there.
Yeah, like the 30s and like.
And now the ghost of said racer is now trying to sabotage the race, which every Scooby-Doo person who's ever watched the Scooby-Doo thing knows that that's not really what's going on, and someone's trying to sabotage the race for their own personal gain.
Yeah, it's all just in the mask.
Yeah. And it's up to the gang to figure out who, and then the Undertaker is going to pile drive.
Oh, yes, like Wolverine. Because he wants that money to open what?
A puppet studio.
I think it was Devin's Comedy Theater, a Puppet Jubilee.
Yep. Which, I mean, I see where they're going. They want to do something funny and obscure for that.
Oh, yeah.
Like his reasoning.
Oh, yeah. Like, just as like, what? I like puppets.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, if anyone, I would not judge The Undertaker on his personal tastes. Anyway, so we won't spoil too much of this movie in case someone actually does want to go ahead and see this. But there are spoilers, so we'll probably end up having to reveal the ending.
Oh yeah.
So, good time to shut off, everyone. Bye.
Yeah.
Are they gone?
Yeah, I think we got.
Can we just end the episode now? Crud, there's still people here.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into it. What some good things about this movie?
Yeah, like some of the voice acting was good.
Some of the voice acting was good. Didn't they use the original wrestlers?
Yeah, all the wrestlers had to like
Voice themselves, yeah.
voice themselves, which is always a plus when they do those type of movies.
Yeah. It's like you kind of have to, otherwise it's just going to fail right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a lot of great names were in this, so...
Oh, yeah. So you had Undertaker, Dusty Rhodes, like, Triple H, Stephanie, Sheamus, Mr. McMahon.
Yeah. Goldust and Stardust was the other guy? Yeah.
Was it Miz, Page, Rusev, Lana, and Smash Jaws?
Yeah. So, yeah, you put the line up.
Oh, yeah.
And then I like the card designs.
Really?
Yes. Each one was kind of personalized towards the racer.
Yeah.
Which was a nice touch. Until you get into, like, the Undertaker, multiple cars.
Yeah. Because I think him and Dusty were in one, so like half the car was like demon, and the other half was polka dots.
Yeah. And then that gets sabotaged and destroyed.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker teams up with Shaggy and Scooby, and they use the food truck, which looks like a giant fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
Which that sinks.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh, gross. What sandwich?
Yeah. And then they finally come up with and modify the mystery machine. Which I guess you knew this was coming at some point.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was so I could be out of the race, let him like right out of the race completely.
No, and you knew if it's a racing genre thing, the mystery machine's going to be put in this somewhere.
Oh yeah, at some point, like.
My only hope is that, like, in canon they kept that design. It's just them driving around that monstrosity.
Yeah.
Other good points.
Well, it kind of made you guess who the villain was.
So, every Scooby-Doo movie always had me guessing who it was, and I can never always pinpoint.
Really?
The show I'm spot on for. Every episode of the show I've watched, I always picked who was the actual villain, I guess we'll say.
Yeah.
But they do such a good job of making everyone who's suspicious shady.
Oh yeah.
Like, your suspects were Vince McMahon, possibly.
Yeah.
The mechanic, I can't remember his name.
Big Earl.
Big Earl. Dusty Rhodes was
Yeah.
possibly a suspect. So, there's so many.
Yeah.
And then, of course, true Scooby-Doo fashion, which I should have clued in on, is that they never use the guys who always look suspicious.
Yeah.
It's always the guys that you would never have clued in. But other than that, sorry, I'm getting off track on my notes here, but
No.
the mystery was actually really well done.
Oh. Yeah, no.
And any other good points?
I mean, just because when I watched the actual credits, they dedicate Dusty, who
Yeah. They gave In Memory of Dusty Rhodes, which is a nice little nod to Dusty, but I mean, I think it would have been rude if they didn't do that.
Because like I said, when I first watched this, they were like, I didn't know Dusty was even in it.
Yeah. No, they don't really put Dusty up in front.
No.
Which he wasn't supposed to be. He was supposed to be kind of a side character.
Yeah.
But so it is nicer when they acknowledge that, hey, one of the guys who was in this passed away, even if he wasn't a major character.
Yeah. Which ironic because I think most of the rest who voice themselves in it were trained by Dusty in the developmental system.
Yeah.
So I think most of the voice.
Alright, now let's look at some things we didn't like about this.
Made some voices with the WWE wrestlers.
Yeah. Actually, can we take a step back? I do have one more good point about this. The animation's pretty good on this.
Yes.
For primitive drawing animation, it's very low detailed but effective.
Okay.
You'll notice that in the eyes. The eyes aren't drawn as heavily as
they usually are.
Like they usually are. Like Scooby says, it's the most animated eyes.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone else has those black beady eyes,
yeah.
But for conveying any emotion, they didn't need to go that route.
Okay.
Like the only other time is like Shaggy's eyes might bug eye in turn.
Oh, like when he's scared.
Yeah, when he's scared, and that's
like zoinks.
But other than that, everyone else's eyes are just kind of the black beads, and that's a way of simplifying animation, which cuts down on cost of.
Oh yeah, no.
But that being said, they still did an amazing job of animating like the cars, and you actually felt like the road was like they were going really, really fast.
Which I love. When first thing you thought when they started doing it was, you're like, oh my god, it's suddenly Crush Hour.
Oh yeah, so my first comparison to this was, oh my god, they're just doing Crush Hour with Scooby-Doo as an unlocked character.
Yeah. I'm like, yep, I was waiting to see you include.
Anyone doesn't know, Crush Hour is the racing spin-off for WWE video games.
Yeah, it's like the one time I was like, it's like, okay, all the wrestling, like, what's like goes on the zone, like, racing.
Yeah, throw things at the ball and see what sticks.
Oh yeah. And that did not stick.
No. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Maybe if they had this movie as a tie-in. It's just if they would have waited just a few more years, threw this movie out, and then it's like, hey, look, you can play the game of this.
Yeah.
And on Scooby-Doo is unlockable.
There you go.
They might have had something.
Yeah, who knows, right?
Anyways, on to the things we don't like about this movie. And we're talking about the voice acting.
Yeah.
And, the actors don't feel like they're really giving it their 100%.
No.
But then again, these are wrestlers, not voice actors.
No, like they're limited to like short promos and
short promos and actually having visual cues to work off of. When you're in a voice acting, you're in a booth with a script.
Yeah.
So
you take what you got.
Yeah. If you're not used to that environment, it's a lot harder. But so I can give them a pass for not having the full voice acting.
Yeah.
But it does hurt the movie when the characters are trying to be their character.
Yeah.
It would have been makes more sense if they're like how do I put this? You know how on stage Undertaker is the Undertaker, but backstage Undertaker's Mike, whoever.
Oh, Mark.
Or Mark, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I got that name wrong. But yeah, that's him in real life, and then Undertaker's his persona.
Yeah.
If they would have done that, where they separated the two.
Okay, yeah, like
where it's like Undertaker is the persona. This felt like Undertaker thought he was always the Undertaker, and always had dark demonic powers.
Yeah.
And it made him look like a crazy person. It's like, we gotta get the Undertaker some help.
Yeah. It's like his like wall that we said cage is still open.
Yeah. Throw some Mankind in there.
Yeah, we got some split personality, so.
Yeah. But and then Undertaker wasn't the only one for this. He's just sticks in my mind because he really went all in on the bell tolls for.
Yeah. Like wow, it's like to all those like Undertaker puns in there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Trying to throw all the Undertaker puns in there.
Yeah, they were trying to throw as much Undertaker lines as possible in there. And then everyone else's persona is just a wrestler.
Yeah, I know.
They don't have the big, huge phenomenon.
Yeah.
So, them acting like that outside of the ring does still make sense.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why I threw the Undertaker under the bus, is because his character's just too much outside of the ring. That being said, how many suits do you think Triple H goes through? Because apparently he can just flex and they tear off.
No, right? That would be a sailor.
No. So you ripped your suit again.
Yeah. We can't keep. I told you these are fine suits.
Yeah, you can't keep doing this.
These are handcrafted soap suits. There's gonna be enough soap wounds after.
Yeah. I also like that most wrestlers just wear their wrestling attire under their clothing.
Oh yeah, you don't know what you're gonna need, right?
Yeah, no, when you're just gonna be thrown in the ring, I guess. So, other things we don't like about this movie. Yeah. The side plots with Daphne and Velma discussing Stephanie McMahon didn't really need to happen.
No,
but it is a way that they kind of alluded to. Spoiler now.
Yeah.
Stephanie and Triple H are the phantom that's haunting the racetrack.
Yeah.
And then just Daphne was interacting with Stephanie, and that was kind of the hint.
Yeah. And man, they do something to jail.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. I do love that they do keep the Vince McMahon family interaction of there's no love in that family.
Oh yeah, no.
And just when you think they're going for that sappy, it's like, oh, Steph, I understand, and you don't have to try to prove it. Well, you're going to jail now. Stephanie and Triple H going to jail. That's going to be one hell of a cell match.
Yeah, as long as they don't jump off the same jail that they kept the bounty in.
Yep. And final thoughts on this movie.
I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was.
For what it was, and I mean, yes, it's an animated movie, but it has so many things you like.
Yeah.
That you can see past being animated.
Oh yeah.
Me, first time going into this, I am a Scooby-Doo fan. I have watched WWE, so I know bits and pieces of it. And I'm not a big, huge racing fan, but I do love racing games.
Yeah.
So that still all falls into things I like.
Oh yeah.
So it was still an enjoyable watch. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say the worst movie out there, and I'm not going to say the top greatest, but it falls into well worth a watch.
Yeah. No.
Probably a 7 to 8 out of 10.
Okay. Nice.
Your opinions?
Like now, like so, like when I watched it, like I enjoyed the first Scooby one.
Yeah.
Then I was watching this, and like, yeah, no, they did like add more like storylines with the McMahon, so that was
Yeah. So worth a watch in your.
oh yeah, no, it's like so like if you're Scooby Doo and WWE fan, definitely check it out.
Why wouldn't you
Yeah.
at that point? If you're looking for a movie that you're not a Scooby Doo fan or a wrestling fan,
Yeah.
but
But like you're like a huge Mary card to the top title of the top fan. Yeah.
it's still worth
Yeah,
a watch. It's hard to find like a group that wouldn't like this movie,
Yeah.
but I know there'd probably be a group out there because the wrestling fans are going to love it for the wrestlers.
Yeah.
The Scooby Doo fans are going to love the Scooby Doo mystery, and racing fans are going to love the race car aspect of it. So it's really a safe movie to put on for a group of people.
Yeah, no, it's
Now, mind you, not for an adult party,
No.
but unless you're going to do some drinking with that.
oh yes.
But for a kids movie, if you have a bunch of kids you're looking after,
Oh yeah.
I'd throw this on right off the bat.
Yeah. This is distracting for like a good hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. But with that, this has been another Just Watched. I'm Devin.
Billy, and I hope you enjoy this last ride.
And have a good one.